Hey y'all, I'm Heather Brown with mylifewellloved.com, or you can find me on Instagram at mylifewellloved. Just in case you don't know me, I am a healthy lifestyle blogger, and I like to chat with my audience about how to live a life well loved in a doable, easy fashion, incorporating a little bit of mom-friendly fashion, some workouts, and then also some healthy living inspiration. So if you don't follow me yet on Instagram, head on over to @mylifewellloved, and we'll be talking today about how I got started blogging and what it's looked like during this 8-year journey for me. I started blogging about 8 years ago, which, yes, like no one was blogging at the time. I was definitely one of the first few bloggers out there, I think, and I had no idea what I was doing at all. Nobody did. But basically I was passionate about saving money and about couponing and about literally walking out of the store, and the store would sometimes pay me money because of my coupons to walk out with an item. And I thought that was cool. And I guess that my friends did too. So my friends kept being like, Heather, how come you didn't tell me you got that pack of chicken thighs for 15 cents? Or how come you didn't tell me how to get that dress for $5? And so I was talking about it with some girlfriends, and my girlfriend said, well, Heather, you should just start a blog. And then whenever people say, why don't you tell me about that deal? Then you can just say, well, you could have read about it on the blog. So she kind of was joking about it, and I was kind of joking about it, but then she actually set up the blog for me and just started it. So I started out on Blogspot many years ago, and I was super passionate about couponing at the time, but then as life phases changed, I definitely wasn't finding myself excited to write about it anymore. So I thought, well, if there's a time to kind of rebrand and make something different, this is it. What am I passionate about now? I teach Pure Barre, which is a ballet bar-based exercise, and I was really into clean eating and figuring out how to live a healthier lifestyle. So I thought, well, that'll be my blog. So that was when My Life Well Loved started, and I launched it on my birthday, November 11th, 5 years ago, and it has just taken off since then. But I think the biggest takeaways for me about how to start blogging and why is you want to find something you're super passionate about, and then something that you could write on forever and ever. So this is always one of the most popular questions that I get asked. People are like, whoa, how did you get 75,000 followers on Instagram? And half the time I'm like, I know it's kind of crazy, right? But I think that there are some things that I do that make people want to follow me. So I'm going to share some of those with you. Of course, this could be a whole hour-long session in and of itself, but here's some of the key things that I do that I feel like grow my following across social media platforms and my blog. The first thing is that I'm really consistent. So every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, my followers, my community know that I'm going to be posting to the blog. And if I don't post to the blog on those days, then I'm going to show up on your Instagram stories and be like, hey, just so you know, Layton threw up last night and the blog post isn't going up, or you know, whatever the case may be. So I'm showing up, I'm telling my audience what's going on, I'm keeping them informed, and I just really want to make my blog, my Instagram, my Pinterest, my email list, every single thing I do, I want it to serve people. And if my goal is to serve you as my audience well, and I keep doing that, then you're going to want to keep showing up and keep following me on different platforms. A lot of you guys ask me specifically about how to grow on Instagram. I know half of you are going to not like this answer and half of you are going to love this answer, because part of the answer is giveaways. So some of you, I asked you, you know, what do you want me to do to serve you well during the holiday season? And you said, we want giveaways, and we want it to be some of our favorite places like Target or Chick-fil-A. And so I'm definitely planning on doing that for you guys. But then other people say like, oh, giveaways, that's so annoying. I don't want to be bothered with that. I don't want it to take away from your other content. But giveaways do definitely bring in a new audience. And what I love about doing giveaways for you guys, for, you know, my audience, is that I try to make them giveaways that you want to win and that your friends would want to win, like a Target giveaway or a Chick-fil-A giveaway, where you as a mom and me as a mom connect on that similar love of something. So if I can give it away to you as a thank you for being there, it kind of brings me joy. And then the last thing that I'd say about how I've grown my following would be just being intentional. If you tell me what you want to see from me on Pinterest or on Instagram or on the blog, and I create that content and I'm intentional about giving you something that's going to serve you well, then you're going to want to come back and follow and read my content, or at least I hope. And so that's really important to me, to listen to you guys, what you want to see, and then produce content that's helpful for you in your life phase where you are. So this is by far one of the most popular questions you guys ask me is how you make money as a blogger. So I always try to be super transparent with you guys about whenever something is a paid advertisement with me, and then we talk about affiliate links all the time. But I definitely want to delve into this in case you're watching this and you want to become a blogger, or you're a newer blogger and want to learn more. And then if anybody is new to my audience and doesn't know how this works, then here we go, come on in and let's learn all the deep stuff. So first of all, brand partnerships. And that means that a brand may reach out to me, or I reach out to a brand that I love and I say, hey, I'd love to work with you. I use this bubble bath on my kids every night, and my audience really loves, you know, learning about what products we use and love. I'd love to talk with you guys about working together on an Instagram post or on a blog post or what have you, but I never ever want to reach out to a brand or have a brand partner with me if it doesn't make sense for my audience. So a lot of times brands will reach out to me and say, hey, we'd love to send you this product and we'd love to work with you, and you know, all that jazz. And I'll say, oh, you know, I really appreciate that, but you're offering me a product that doesn't work with my hair type. And so that just doesn't make sense for me to talk about, because I can't even really attest to it or have it work well for me. So then why would I talk to you guys about it and not have it make sense? The second way that I monetize is through affiliate links. And I would say that a lot of times you'll notice that other bloggers may push you to different apps or different things to monetize their Instagram through shopping their links, but that's not the main way that I monetize. The main way that I monetize is through brand partnerships. And I am so grateful that you guys support me through affiliate links, though. A lot of times you'll even message me and say, hey Heather, I'm gonna buy this thing on Amazon for my kid for Christmas. Can you send me your Amazon link? Or you'll send me sales to promote to you guys, like deals of the day. And I love doing that because one, you guys find better deals than I do sometimes. And then I'm like, yes, I need this for myself too. And then two, I get to share your finds with the whole community. And so those deals of the day are actually a lot of fun for me. But when you do buy a deal of the day through me, I do get a small percentage of that. So I want to tell you thank you so much if you do that, because it does help support my blog and my brand. That is such a great question, and in the beginning of blogging, I definitely floundered in that area. I literally would sit down on Wednesday and be like, well, I need to write a post today, so what's it gonna be about? So now that I have a content calendar, it literally has revolutionized the way that I blog, and I can plan out everything so much better. It helps my whole team be on the same page. So what that looks like is typically I'll sit down at the beginning of, let's say, February and start planning out the whole next month's content. So right now, if you looked in my WordPress blog calendar, you see that we have scheduled out through December, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then as you guys ask me questions and I start to notice them in my Instagram DMs that, oh, maybe on this day I talked about baby thin, and now I have 15 messages in that one day asking me about his sleep schedule, then I know, oh, well, that's definitely a blog post that I should write because a lot of people want to know it. And it just makes sense for me to make a blog post out of the things that you guys ask me a lot, because when I would write you back, instead of sending you 15 paragraphs of information, it can be in one spot on the blog, and I can send you the link to that blog post. You guys can pin it for later, because a lot of times you're telling me I'm pregnant, so you don't even need it right then, you need it in the future. So blog planning to me is critical. I mean, I cannot tell you guys enough, if you want to be a blogger, how important it is to have a content calendar. And then thank you guys so much also for giving me so many content ideas. It cracks me up when I sit down and I'm like, huh, what am I gonna blog about next month? I'm not really sure. It's March, so like what holidays are coming up? But then I go back through my DMs or the messages that I've written down that you guys have sent me. I'd like take screenshots of the ones that I start to get a lot, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, I already actually have enough content that I can just slot in Monday, Wednesday, Friday, at least the first 2 to 3 weeks, and then I only have maybe 3 more posts to come up with myself. The best way that I saw this play out was actually before I took maternity leave with baby thin. You guys were sending me tons of pregnancy questions, tons of birthing questions. What are you packing for your hospital bag? What is the nursery gonna look like? And so all those things you asked me, I just kept writing down. And then as much as I could, I shot the photos ahead of time, and then I would write the ones that I could, and then my intern team and my assistant team would help me then get the products to link, you know, get my outfits in there that had affiliate links you guys could click, and then help me out with the content if maybe like a few more paragraphs needed to be added or something. But for the most part, when I had Sweet Baby Finn, I had 2 months worth of content of blog posts just ready to go, ready to just auto-publish, which was amazing. So thank you to my team. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The hardest thing about vlogging is maybe how people are like, huh, you're a blogger. Like, what does that mean? I do feel like a lot of times people kind of just think that if you're a blogger, it's like, oh, well, that must be so easy, and you just maybe go shopping for your career, and then you just, you know, take a little Instagram picture and slap it up. But if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that I probably put in 40 to 50 hours a week on the blog, whether it be for working on my search engine optimization, whether it be taking photos, whether it be editing photos, whether it be linking up outfits, writing the content, answering just daily emails. I probably get 50 to 75 emails a day, if not more. Negotiating with brands, signing contracts with brands, hopping on phone calls with brands that want to work with you and figuring out if it's a good fit and can you come to a good midway point of what it looks like to work with that brand. You basically wear a small business owner's 15 hats. I mean, it feels like all day long, every day. First I'm the accountant, and then I'm the marketing person, and then I'm the social media consultant, and then I'm the model in a photo shoot, and then I'm mommy in between all that because my boys are running around going crazy. So finding the balance and all that is really difficult. And as silly as this is, it is just hard to explain to people what you do that are maybe from an older generation. So a lot of times when I'm talking with people either at church or run into old family friends, and they'll be like, now what is that cute little thing you do with the boys? Like, that's so fun, I like your pictures. And I wanna be like, oh, that cute little thing takes me 50 hours a week. So that's hard. And then also just not being able to ever shut it off. So, you know, there is literally no amount of work that I could ever do in a day to be quote unquote done, because I'm never gonna get to every single one of your messages. There's always gonna be more popping in. There's always gonna be more emails coming in. There's always gonna be a sale you guys are finding that I wanna share on Instagram stories. But if I share on Instagram stories that night, I'm taking away from my time with my boys. So it's just really hard to find that balance, to have people take you seriously as a businesswoman. And also, this kind of lends into what I was talking about with the boys, but I think about sometimes their privacy. I worry sometimes about whether 5 years from now, are they gonna be like, Mom, I really wish you would not have shared my potty training journey, or those kind of things. So I hope that answers your questions. I had so much fun answering all your questions about blogging and social media today. I know I literally just skimmed the surface, but if I talked about blogging as long as I wanted to, probably gonna be here for 45 minutes, and we don't really want that. It's too long, too much. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you would like it down below. And then if you have questions about blogging that I didn't answer here, which I'm sure you do because I literally just scratched the surface, then please leave comments below, and then I can make another blogging video to answer them for you guys. And then if you enjoyed this, and then also maybe want to see some of my fitness videos or healthy living videos or motherhood, make sure you hit subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks again.